What up guys, I am back for another coding video. I'm thinking this is the 6th probably, but today it's gonna be a little different, as today we're gonna be doing a different site. If you look at the screen now, I found this website called Leetcode. Leetcode is, well, here as you can see, this is my profile. But here, if you're not actually logged in, it's going to say sign in, sign up, either one, right? That's what you're going to do, sign up. You just have to use your email, I believe. I guess we can get started, right? So, let's get up this page. Then let's search up this. Okay. Now you see the bound palindrome. And as you can see, this is just a page. I've added a note here just for later. And yeah, alright. I'm going to give you the second to delete this. Pause. Unpause. There we go. Now we're going to start drawing this. Now let's see here. So you're going to need, what is a palindrome? So a palindrome is a word, I guess? A sentence? It depends. A palindrome, I'll say a word from here. Not here, but like for this question, is a word that if it's flipped, it's still the same word. For example, race car. As you can see, if you flip it, you get the same word. Mind blown. And there's some words like this, and oh well, that's not what I want. Anyway, but we have to find out if the word is a palindrome. And as you can see here, it clearly looks like it's not, but we have to transform this S sentence. So you have to change all capital to lowercase and no spaces. There's only going to be letters, lowercase letters in the changed one, and numbers. So that's alphanumeric. Sorry for that, but it's this, and it is a palindrome. And now, so that's gonna how we do. So we change these large numbers, small, well, not numbers, it's letters, uppercase letters to lowercase letters, and just keep the numbers, and anything else, comma, periods, whatever, is going to be not work. Ugh, I can't speak today. But it's not gonna work. So, how to solve it is that we just go through the string and check if it's a letter. If it's a letter. And that will be is alpha function. And you write the character, so says I. Something like that. And if you put it through an if statement, then it's gonna say if it is if it's a letter or not. And if it is, I can just make it to a lowercase, which is a to lower function. Then if it's not, then I have to check if it's a number, right? And if it is, then well, so like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But because it's a string, we're checking each digit. So 10 has 1 and 0. So we don't have to check for 10 or 11 or any other number. Just 0 to 9, since those are the digits. Now if it's a number, if it's not, then I'm not going to put it into the changed string. And then we're going to use at the end, when we check what's a palindrome, we're going to use to position from 0 and the length minus 1, I guess, technically. And we're going to keep going on and on and on and on and on until we go to the middle. Or if it's an odd, then it will be in the middle. But then I'll make sure that it's not the middle. Because I'll check that if it's on the middle, then it won't work. Because if it's on the middle, the same letter is equal to the same letter. I mean, like, that wouldn't really make sense. I mean, that would make sense. Sorry. Ooh. Alright, let's start writing the code, shall we? Alright, I am done. Let's check the code. Let's check if it's correct. Oh, and it is. That's good. And there we go. It might say this shows up that it's not that I am correct, but my time is slow and my memory is pretty big going to this. But you know, I still got it. So now we usually use REPL now, right? But I forgot to tell you guys this. But we usually use REPL, but here we actually use this whole site. And as you can see, I'm going to show my C++ code right here. I'm going to also copy my C++ code and put it into Java as we always do. I'm going to use string. The length is alpha. There is alpha method. Probably not. So I'm gonna just try this just to check what errors come up. Alright, is alpha S of I. So it's saying that I think is alpha is still 1, but at I think that's how you do it. Or S I think that's how you do it. Oh, there we go. I think that's how you work. I think. Hold on, then. As for such string I, equals. Because we can do ABCD equals. Okay, so we occasionally do this, but I gotta ask ChatGPT if there's a function called isAlpha. Is there a function like isAlpha in Java? ChatGPT how to do this one? Well, not how to solve the problem, right? There is character that is letter. Oh, now I remember. Actually, I think I remember now to do it. Well, to 2 lower. Ah, yes, this one. No. Is there a 2? I also saw another error before. Digit is digit, not is number, because again we're checking for digits. God. I think that should be right. Okay, so this is changed. This is s dot length, this for loop, and this whole thing just checks if it's a number, if it's a letter, then add it. Then if it's a number, then add it as well. Then this just checks if it's a palindrome. Same thing with here, just checks if it's a palindrome, and same thing with this thing. Just a little bit different since it is Java, C++. I got it right. Next one, base 7. Now, thinking of bases. Oh, there's a note here too. Oh, nice. I didn't know that Leetcode did that, but I'm gonna give you time to read it. Pause. Pause. All right. So this is pretty simple. It's just that change of base 7 represents base 10, which is our normal, to base 7. So it would be like 0, 1, 2, 3. This is for base 7, by the way. 4, 5, 6, and then 10. Because base something means that it doesn't include it. But then let's say after 10, it's 11, right? But then you can't add 10. It's just one digit. So it starts with A, something like that. But because it's base 7, so lower than 10, we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then not 7, but then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, stuff like that. Now, so there's a code. Well, not really a code, so we're gonna just write int. It's gonna be an integer, it's called digit. That's gonna equal num of 7. So this is the remainder of num when divided by 7, and then we're gonna just have this string, the answer, is equal to digit plus answer. But since digit is an integer, so we have to do like 2 string to make it a string, and then we just do num divided equal by 7. It could be 8, it could be 9. I believe that's how it works. But but num could also be a negative, so we have to check if it's a negative. So that's in Java. Sorry, that. As you can see, I am done, and it's not pretty long. I'll just check it. Oh, here we go. Oh, you see. Okay, I just have to add a semicolon. And there we go. As you can see, I'll just show you how to, what this means, right? So this just checks that if the num is negative, then if it is, then just multiply num by -1, because here in this while loop, num is greater than 0. But in reality, technically, -1 and 1 is just the same. It's just that there's a negative, or it's a negative and a positive. It's the same with base 7. If num is equal to 0, then answer is going to equal 0, because it says here num is bigger than 0, and 0 is not neg, so it would just return nothing. But technically, it's not nothing. It's just 0. So yeah, that's the simple explanation. Now I'm going to copy this whole code here. I'm going to change it into Java, because there's some differences, such as like string, capital S, boolean is not just bool, but boolean completely. I'm going to try running this. I think there's going to be an error here, but yeah, but it's also not to string. I got copy into a string. Oh, because integer.toString. Alright. I haven't done Java in a while, so and it's been a while since I recorded another video. Oh, that's quick. 1 millisecond. That's actually quicker than C++, which should not happen, actually. I'm not kidding. I'm really confused why that is. But we still got it. Alright, so rotate string. This is not going to be that difficult. Now, as you can see, let's see, S and goal. There is a string called S, and there's a string called goal. you want to get S to goal, but you don't know, well, technically I'm doing it, so I don't know if S can become goal. So I'm checking if S can become goal by some rotations. And what is rotation? So if it's A, B, C, D, E, you change the leftmost position and put it to the rightmost position. So it's going to be B, C, D, E, A. And that's kind of weird, but you know, that's a rotation. It's like left shift in ACSL. So that's what you just have to do. To check, we just do it. We literally first check that S dot length is equal to goal dot length. Ah! Now, first, and if it's not, then of course how many rotations we do is not going to work. And then after that, we're going to just keep rotating. So if S was, you know, happy, then it would become H and something like that. It's gonna just rotate and keep, and then until we get on it. But what if once we change it, S becomes goal? But what if we keep changing it, but then S again becomes happy? Well, then we know it's never gonna happen, so we return false. However, if it does work, then we return true because we found it. We found the amount of rotation, but it's just checking if it works. So we don't have to find the number of rotation we need to do. Pretty simple. I think this will work. Yep, alright, listen. Okay, and wrong answer. Alright. You have to check if S is equal to goal. Then return true. Alright. And it works. What does this mean? First, we check if S and goal's lengths are different, and if they are, then it won't work. Then we return false. However, the next one, if it's not false, then if S is equal to goal, then we return true. If that's not either, then we make the string change. Then we just keep checking if change is equal to goal, then return true, and then keep doing it. But then if change is equal to S, then we return false, because then after all the rotation that could happen, then it doesn't work. Alright, good job. I gotta do the same thing, but you know, changing a little bit. There we go. I think that's all I have to do. Time limit exceeded. Oh, of course. Wait, I didn't change it here. Oh, because it doesn't matter here because it's just a little bit different. Oh, because usually it doesn't do this time limit exceeding. Oh! Of course, that was the problem because, you know, it doesn't work like that. And that should work. S on length minus 1 out also doesn't actually work at all. Anyway, so like SL length doesn't actually matter either because SL length and change out length is exactly the same. I mean, it should be. Let's see, C, D, E, A, B. Okay. Of course I didn't try this. Of course I didn't try this. I mean, like, of course I didn't. And I should probably do this as well. This is right. Yep, that's right. Alright, let's submit this. And yeah. So, I believe we're done. Yeah, we are done with everything tonight. I hope you had fun tonight. Probably didn't, just watching me doing some coding. Well, we're done with the three of us. I hope you have a good day. Alright, so I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.